Welcome back to our channel Respect Education. Now let us see example 5. A person 1.65 meter tall casts 1.8 meter shadow. At the same instance, a lamp post casts a shadow of 5.4 meters. Now the question is that find the height of the lamp post. So here let us draw suitable diagram for the situation. There is a person whose height is 1.65 centimeter. He casts a shadow of 1.8 meter. So here let us consider, for example, here is a person whose height is 1.65 meter. Now here imagine that sun is in this direction. Here is the sun. Then definitely the person's shadow will fall on the earth in this direction. Here this is given as 1.8 meters. This is the shadow of the person. So here this is one triangle, and at the same time, at the same instance, means in the same time, there is a lamp post. Here is the lamp post whose shadow is 5.4 meter. So here this is the shadow of the lamp post. This is 5.4 meters. Find the height of the lamp post. So here, as we know, the person and the lamp post both are absolutely perpendicular to the earth. That is one thing. Here let us consider AB as the person and BC as his shadow. Whereas here PQ as the lamp post and QR is its shadow. Now let us start solving this problem. So here let us write the given data. Let us write the given data here. First, a person. In these two situations, here AB is the person. AB is the person. So here I am writing AB is equal to a person whose height is 1.65 centimeter. So here I am writing AB is equal to 1.65 meter. 1.65 meter. Now here casts a shadow 1.8 meter shadow. Here you see BC is his shadow. So BC is person's shadow. So I am writing here shadow. Here BC is given as 1.8 meters. Right. Now the thing is that here we can write the lamp post details also. Here PQ is the lamp post. PQ is lamp post whose height is to be found. So PQ is here question mark. That is what we need to find now. And here QR is its shadow. QR is shadow of lamp post. QR is given as 5.4 meters. Right. This is what here the given data, and this is what here we need to find. So we need to find here PQ, that is the height of the lamp post. Clear? Now let us compare these two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So here we can write from triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Here you see I started comparing the measurements of ABC, which is smaller, to the measurements of PQR, which is bigger. So here As I taken left hand side ABC, I am going to write ABC measurements only. The measurements of only triangle ABC. Here same way, if I take PQR, this side right side I am going to write only PQR measurements. So here in ABC, angle B, in PQR, angle Q, both indicate 90 degrees. So here we can write under ABC, I am writing angle B is equal to, here under PQR I am writing corresponding angle, that is angle Q. Both are equal, each one equal to 90 degrees. So 90 degrees each. This can be taken as an angle. Same way, here you see, here is the sun and this is the angle. This is the angle made at the point C. So here same way, this is the angle made at the point R. These two angles are made by the sun rays, and that too at the same instance. So here we know that angle C is equal to angle R. The reason is that if you observe, the sun is extended at the right side. So AC and PR both are the rays coming out from the sun. As we know, the rays coming out from sun are always parallel at any instance. That means here clearly AC is parallel to PR. So let us write the reason. Since AC is parallel to PR, the reason is that the sun rays are parallel at any instance. So here when AC is parallel to PR, then we can take here this angle C and angle R, both of them, they become corresponding angles. So here these angles are also equal. Now if you observe triangle ABC and triangle PQR, here angle B equal to angle Q, these two are angles, means both of them indicate a pair of angles. Here angle C and angle R, these also pair of angles. So by AA similarity, by angle similarity criterion, we can say that here triangle ABC is similar to, this is a symbol for similar to triangle PQR. That means here triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Here you observe the reason. By AA similarity, actually here I would like to give you a small example. There is similarity, earlier we have learned, that is AAA similarity criterion. But here we are comparing only AA similarity criterion. I will tell you here the difference between these two. The main thing is that these two do not have any kind of difference. That means both of them indicate the same. Let us see how it is possible. Just I am taking the example for saying the relation between, means here why do we take only AA instead of AAA? So this is not a part of the problem. So for example here let us take two triangles. Okay, for example here this is 60 degrees, this is also 60 degrees, and here this is 80 degrees, this is also 80 degrees. Now let us label the triangles as, for example, this I am taking as P, Q and R. This triangle I am taking as A, B and C. Now here, can we find here angle R? Can we find angle R here? Definitely we can find. By angle sum property of a triangle, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is 180 degrees. So here when we want angle R is equal to 180 minus angle P plus angle Q. That means 80 plus 60. 80 plus 60 is 140. So here 180 minus 140 is 40 degrees. So here angle R is 40 degrees. In the same way, If angle A is 80, angle B is 60 degrees, then what about angle C? Can we find here angle C? Same way we can find angle C by applying angle sum property of triangle ABC. Same way here angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180. From that angle C is equal to 180 minus the sum of A plus A and B. That means 80 plus 60, that is also 140. So here angle C is also 40 degrees. That means here you observe angle P equal to angle A, that indicates one angle. Angle Q equal to angle B, that indicates another angle. Then ultimately we get here angle R equal to angle C also. Means whenever if two angles, the two corresponding angles of two triangles are equal, then ultimately the third angle also will be equal. Is it clear? That's why instead of saying A similarity criterion, we can say A similarity criterion also. In that way, both of them indicate the same. So both of them are equal. So here we need not to separately find R and C. Without finding R and C also, without finding R and C, means angle R and angle C, we can say directly these two triangles are similar by A similarity criterion, because here angle P equal to angle A, that is one pair of angles, and angle Q equal to angle B, that is another pair of angles. So instead of saying A similarity, we can say by A similarity also both the triangles they are similar. So using which here let us apply the same logic for these two triangles also. Here you observe angle B is equal to angle Q, here that is one of the pairs, and here angle C equal to angle R, that is second one. So by A similarity both the triangles are similar. As you know, when two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are proportional. So here we can write their corresponding sides are proportional, or you can say are in proportion, are in the same ratio. However you write, that indicates all indicate the same. So their corresponding sides are proportional. Now let us consider the corresponding sides. Here if I take AB by, for AB corresponding side is PQ, right? And here for BC the corresponding side is QR, and for here AC the corresponding side is PR. Now let us substitute the given values. Here you see AB is 1.65. Let us write the units later. By PQ is what? That is not known. That is what here we have to find. So let us write PQ as it is equal to BC is 1.8 by QR is 5.4 is equal to AC is not given, even PR is also not given, and moreover these values are not required for us, so we can leave them. So let us here simplify. See, after decimal 2 digits are there, so let us multiply and divide with 100. So here what happens, 100 by 100 into 1.65 by PQ is equal to right hand side. See, after decimal one value is there, here also one value is there, means one digits are there. So we can multiply and divide with 10. So here let us write 10 by 10 into 1.8 by 5.4. Now let us simplify. When you multiply 1.65 with 100, then this point will be moved towards right side by two values. So here this point will be 165. It will move from this here, this place to after 5. So this value becomes 165. So this is 165 by 100 times PQ. 100 times PQ is equal to 10 into 1.8 becomes 18 by 10 into 5.4 becomes 54. So here on cancellation, this is 18 1s are and 18 3s are. Now we do here cross multiplication. 100 into PQ into 1 is 100 PQ. 100 times PQ is equal to 165 into 3. 165 into 3. So here when you multiply 165 with 3, you will get 495. So here 100 times PQ is 495. Here we required only PQ. So PQ equal to 495 divided by 100. As here we have 2 zeros. So here from right side we have to keep decimal after 2 digits. So here it is 4.95. PQ is equal to 4.95. Here what about the units? Here you observe 1.65 is in meter, 1.8 is in meter, 5.4 also is in meter. So 4.95 is also should be written in meter. So here let us see the question. Find the height of the lamp post. Therefore height of the lamp post is nothing but PQ. PQ nothing but 4.95. 4.95 meters. With this example 5 gets completed. Now let us see example number 6. A man sees the top of a tower in a mirror which is at a distance of 87.6 meters from the tower. The mirror is on the ground facing upwards. The man is 0.4 meter away from the mirror and his height is 1.5 meter. Then how tall is the tower? So here let us draw a suitable diagram for this situation. Imagine that here is the tower, this is the ground. Now you read the question. A man sees the top of a tower in a mirror, that which is a distance of 87.6 meter from the tower. Suppose if you take AB as the tower, for example here let us take the mirror. This is the position of the mirror which faces upwards, and the person he is observing its image, means the tower's top in this mirror. Where this person is standing here, right, whose height is 1.5 meter. So here the person's height is 1.5 meter, and this is the position of mirror. Let us take here C is the position of mirror, and he is observing the image of the top through this mirror. That means here if you observe, the ray is coming from the top of the mirror, it reaches his eye. So let us take here AB as the tower and C is the position of the mirror, and we can take here DE is the person, the man. So here let us understand whether we have written all the values or not. 87.6 meter, that is the distance between tower to the mirror. So here we can write 87.6 meters. Next here the mirror is on the ground facing upwards. Okay, the man is 0.4 meters away from the mirror. That means the distance between man to the mirror is 0.4 meters. This is 0.4 meters. And his height, means the man's height is 1.5 meter. This is also noted. How tall is the tower? That means we need to find the height of the tower. Let us take it as H. That is what we have to find. So here let us write the given data. So here I am writing solution here. Let us write the given data. First, let AB be the height of the tower. So we need to find AB, that is H, that is what we have to find, question mark. Next, BC is the distance between mirror to the foot of the tower. So here BC is given as 87.6 meters. And here let us come back to DE. DE is the man, means we can say the height of the man also. DE indicates the man. So here DE is given as 1.5 meters. Next, EC. EC is the distance between the person or man to the mirror, that is 0.4 meters. 0.4 meters. Right. Now let us start solving this problem. If you observe carefully, the tower and the man both are perpendicular to the earth. Then only they are able to stand on the earth. So here from this triangle angle E, from this triangle angle B, both indicate 90 degrees. So let us write the same. From triangle, I am taking here DEC, DEC and triangle ABC, triangle ABC. Now we are going to compare both the triangles. We can write here in DEC I am taking angle E, the corresponding value is angle B in triangle ABC is equal to 90 degrees each. So out of these two triangles we got one pair of angles. Now here let us search for one more. Here you see, this is called this is called incident ray, this is called reflected ray. For example, here if you just imagine that you have drawn one normal, just imagine that this line indicates, dotted line indicates normal. As you know in physics, the angle between normal to the incident ray is nothing but angle of incidence. This is angle of incidence. The angle between normal to the reflected ray is called angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. And as per the laws of reflection, you know angle I equal to angle R. Angle I is equal to angle R. So now here definitely this part will be, normal is always perpendicular to the base here. So this angle is 90 minus angle I. This angle is 90 minus angle R. Here you observe, here angle C indicates 90 minus angle R, where this side angle C indicates 90 minus angle I. As you know, I equal to R. So here you just observe what I am going to do. Since I equal to R, I replace both I and R with some other alphabet, that is X. For example, here in place of I, if I write X, in place of R also we can write X. Then here this side angle C will be 90 minus X. And here this side R will, this side angle C will be 90 minus X. So this angle also will be 90 minus X. Now you observe, in triangle ABC, this angle C is equal to, in triangle DEC, this side angle C. That means here we can say, angle C is equal to angle C. To not to get confused, I am writing this angle C as angle DCE. Angle DCE is equal to, DCE equal to angle ACB. Angle ACB. Here the reason is that, since angle I equal to angle R, that implies 90 minus angle I is also 90 minus angle R. Or you can write X. It's not at all a problem. So based on this, here these two indicate one angle and here these two indicate another angle. Therefore by AA similarity criterion, again you go back here. Triangle DEC is here, you see I earlier written and, now I am changing that one is similar, the symbol similar to triangle ABC. As you know, when two triangles are similar, their corresponding angles are equal. Their corresponding angles are equal, which is not usually corresponding sides are proportional, with which we are going to solve this problem. So let us write here their corresponding sides are proportional. So here let us consider corresponding sides. DE by, for DE corresponding side is here AB. So DE by AB is equal to EC by BC. EC by BC is equal to DC by AC. DC by AC. Now let us substitute those values. DE is given as 1.5 meter. So let us keep the units aside. Let us write here this as 1.5 by AB. AB is H, that is what we have to find. So let us write either H or AB. If you write whatever you write, it's not a problem. EC is 0.4 by BC. BC is 87.6. Now here after decimal one value is there, so here I am multiplying and dividing with 10. Same way here also, after decimal one values are there each, so here I multiply and divide with 10. Then what happens? 10 into 1.5 becomes 15 by 10 into H, 10H is equal to 0.4 into 10 is 4 by 87.6 into 10 is 876. Now here let us do cancellation. It is 4 1s are 4. This is 4 2s are 8, 4 19s are 76. Let us do cross multiplication now. 10H into 1 is 10H is equal to 15 into 219. So let us multiply 15 into 219. I am writing 219 into 15. So when you simplify this, 15 9s are 135. So here 5, still 13 is there. 15 1s are 15 plus 13, that is 28. Here 8 2 is left. So here 15 is 30, 30 plus 2 32. Now let us send this 10 also down to get H. So H is equal to 3285 by 10. So here as it has 10 after one value, means after one digit the decimal should come. So here H is equal to 328.5. Now here let us see the units here, meters. So definitely the height is also in meters. Now let us read the question. How tall is the tower? So we can write that therefore the height of the tower is 328.5 meter. 328.5 meters, with which this example 6 gets completed.